In the last class, we have learned about this product cost and period cost. Now we are going for the next type of costs. Those are budgeted costs and standard costs. Budgeted costs and standard costs are nothing but the techniques of cost accounting. Okay, they are nothing but the techniques of cost accounting. And this budgeted cost and standard costs are compulsory for any person who is going for cost accountancy subject. So you have to learn what is budgeted costs and what are standard costs. These budgeted costs, first thing is we are going. These are costs estimated prior to a definite period of time. They are estimated for 1 year or 6 months or kept at a level to achieve in the period for which the budget is being prepared. I already told you that budget is nothing but a future course of action to be taken. And budgeted costs are nothing but the estimated costs. The estimated costs are nothing but the budgeted costs, and they are made for 1 year or 6 months, or at a particular level of output, at a particular level of period. So these are the prior costs before going to that. Suppose take for example, if I am a manufacturer, okay, what I am doing now, I'll take into account those things, and not only that, I'll think about next year. I'll think about the next year and how the cost must be. Okay, all the things I have to estimate and I have to keep prior to the actual performance. So when we are going for that, it is nothing but the budgeted cost. That's why once again I'm reading that these costs are estimated costs estimated prior to a definite period of time. They are estimated for 1 year or 6 months or at 6 months and are kept at a level to achieve in the period for which the budget is being prepared. That is for next year. Okay, next year, how the cost must be. All these things I have to estimate, I have to plan. So, third type of costs are nothing but budgeted costs. Now, in contrast to budgeted costs, we are having standard costs. What are standard costs? Standard costs are scientifically predetermined costs of materials, labor, overheads chargeable to a product or service. Okay, scientific predetermined costs, and these are related to the materials, labor, and expenses that we come across. Okay, these are semi-permanent in nature and may not be changed unless and until there are major changes in basic price structure of the methods of operation. Semi-permanent. They are not completely permanent. They are not they are not completely permanent. They are semi-permanent in nature and may not be changed unless and until there are major changes in the basic price structure of the methods of operation. Whenever you come across a major change, then only these these costs will change. And these costs relate to materials, labor, and chargeable expenses. So, budgeted costs are entirely different from standard costs. These standard costs are scientifically predetermined costs of materials, labor, and overheads chargeable to a product or service. So this is about the standard cost that we come across. So there is lot of difference between budgeted costs and standard costs. Okay, and what are the differences that we come across between budgeted costs and standard costs? Now, budgeted costs. These are statements of expected costs. Budgeted costs are nothing but the expected costs of future period. These are the statements of expected costs coming tomorrow, not today. Coming tomorrow, what are the things? Now, standard costs. These show what costs could be if desirable performance was obtained. Okay. When you want to perform, when you want to do a work, what are the things that are, what are the costs that are required? These things only they will tell that. They don't take into account the prior period, and they don't go for the prior costs. Okay, what costs are required to do a performance? Okay, this that is it. These should, what cost could be if desirable performance was obtained. Desirable performance was obtained. In that case, what type of cost we require, these things only standard cost will reveal. Next, coming to the second difference. These emphasize cost levels which should not be exceeded. Okay. These emphasize cost levels which should not be exceeded. They have to be in the limit. They have to be in the limit place. So what cost we are incurring now and what cost we have to incur tomorrow, okay, we'll go for predetermination, and we are keeping the levels, and they will be in that level only, but they won't go up or come down. They won't exceed. Okay, in that case, these cost levels which should not be exceeded. Now, coming to standard costs, these emphasize the levels to which cost should be reduced. See the peculiarity. Standard costs, they will always concentrate to reduce at what best level we can reduce the cost. That thing they will take into account. These emphasize the levels to which cost should be reduced. Say, for example, I'm doing a business. I'm a manufacturer, and the total cost came to, okay, say for example 50 rupees of a product. When I follow standard costing, what I will do is there any way for us to reduce this cost from 50 rupees to 30 rupees, like that? Okay, if I think, then you can say that I'm going for standard costing. I'm going for standard costing because standard costs always concentrate to reduce the costs. And when we go for budgeted costs, whatever it may be, the cost that I may forecast for future, they should not exceed. They should not go up. It should be beyond that. It should be beyond that. Okay, so like that, you'll come across the differences between budgeted costs and standard costs. And coming to the third difference, budgeted costs. These are forecasts of finance, labor, materials, and other factors of production, estimated in view of the conditions that are likely to be prevalent in budgeted period. So they're thinking about all these things: finance, material, labor, and other factors of production. Okay, estimated in view of the conditions that are likely to be prevalent in the budgeted period. In next period, what are the things that we require? How much finance we require, how much materials we require, how much labor we require, how much expenses we require, all these things, they will be estimated. They will be estimated in view of the conditions that are going to prevail in the budgeted period. I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about the future year, that is coming year. So in that case, how much I have to keep finance, how much materials I have to purchase, how much factors of other factors of production I have to keep. All these things are nothing but the estimates. This is how you will come across about budgeted costs. Now, standard costs are entirely different from this. What are these? Provide more or less a permanent yardstick. Standards represent costs under an efficient set of conditions. They provide more or less a permanent yardstick. That is, okay, barrier. More or less a barrier. Okay, Standards represent costs under an efficient set of conditions. Efficient set of conditions. That thing you have to keep in mind. Okay, when efficient set of conditions are prevailing, then we have to go for the standards, and according to the standards, we have to do the work. Okay, we have to observe the standards fixed by us, and we have to go for to have to perform our duties. So when we come across the deviations between the standards and actuals, then you have to observe what deviations we are coming across, why they are coming across, whether the fixation of standards are wrong, or whether any mistake is there in our actual performance. We have to see, and we have to take into account the remedial actions. Okay, wherever it is, we have to take the remedial actions, and then we can correlate with standard costs. This is about the budgeted costs and standard costs and their differences. Now after that, we are going for cost estimation and cost ascertainment. These are two things, somehow. These are two things, and they are very, very, different in nature. They are very, very different in nature. So, what is cost estimation and what is cost ascertainment? It is the process of predetermining the cost of products or services. They are prepared in advance of production and proceed the operations. They are definitely future costs and are based on the average of the past actual figures adjusted for anticipated changes in future. This is about the things. It is the process of predetermining the cost of products or services. Predetermining. Okay, before. Predetermining means before. Okay, in this year only, I will decide about tomorrow's this thing. I will go for estimates of tomorrow. So in that case, we can say that it is nothing but cost estimation. They are prepared in advance of production and proceed the operations. Okay, tomorrow what we have to do, now only we'll decide, and according to that we will proceed. Okay, according to that we will proceed for the operations. Okay, there are definitely future costs. He is telling that thing. They are definitely future costs and are based on the average of the past actual figures. Okay, adjusted for anticipated changes in future. Basing upon the past experiences, basing upon the past experiences and as well as present performance, we can we can go for the future. Okay, so on the average of past figures, cost figures, taking into account the present, don't be of that opinion that we have to leave the present one. We have to take into account the present one as well as the past actual costs that we have to. And these two things we have to take into account, and then only we can go for estimate for the future period of time. This is about cost estimation. Now we are going for cost ascertainment. Oh, okay. When you before going to cost ascertainment, we have to take into account what are the factors that are responsible for cost estimation. The factors are, okay, various purposes. What are they? Not factors. Various purposes are budgeting, measuring efficiency of performance, make or buy or lease or buy decisions, preparation of projected financial statements. These are the purposes that we come across when we go for cost estimation. Okay, budgeting. Next, make or buy or lease or buy decisions. Next, measuring efficiency of performance. Next, preparation of projected financial statements. These are the various purposes that we come across when we go for cost estimation. Now we are going for cost ascertainment. Okay, and another thing is, before going to this, whatever it may be the cost estimation that we come across, when they are genuine, we will call that cost as standard cost. Okay, we can call that cost as standard cost. So because every commodity as it is having some standard, in the same way we must also have some costs as standard costs for various purposes. So this is about the cost estimation. Now we are going for cost ascertainment. It refers to the methods used and process of finding costs. It is concerned with computation of actual costs after cost has been incurred. The use of ascertaining actual cost is very limited because of the following reasons. Okay, it refers to the methods used and process of finding out costs. What are the methods and what are the costs that we come across? And different industries they'll follow different methods to find out the cost, like job costing, batch costing, contract costing, process costing, all these things, operating costing, all these things they will follow different methods. But whatever it may be the method that they are following, it is just to estimate the cost. It is just to ascertain the cost, not estimation. It is just to ascertain the cost, how much cost we are incurring. It is concerned with computation of actual costs after costs are incurred. Okay, after costs are incurred, after when we come across the cost, then only we can come to know about the actual cost to produce the commodity. That is main thing that we have to keep in our mind. Okay, the use of ascertaining actual cost is very limited because of the following reasons. Because of the following, it is very limited amount. Don't be of that thing that it will be wide or large. It is very limited. And what are the reasons that we will come across for this? For this is, ascertaining of actual cost has no practical utility for control purposes. You cannot control. We will ascertain the cost, we will come across the cost and we will ascertain the cost and we'll come to know about the total cost. But controlling aspect, it is very difficult when we go for this ascertainment of cost. The second thing is, actual cost cannot be used for the purpose of price quotations. Whatever it may be the cost that we incur, it is not useful for price quotations. When you want to go for this estimates, tenders or quotations, this actual cost it won't be of no use. Next, actual costs are ineffective as means of measuring performance efficiency. See, we are working and we are spending the money, but it won't take into account the performance efficiency. It will lack the performance efficiency. When we go for standard costs, when we go for standard cost, that is cost estimation, then you can come to know about the measuring of performance efficiency. It will be there in cost estimation, but in cost ascertainment you cannot do this. Whatever you are doing, you have to do that, and whatever it may be the cost that we come across, we have to show that as actual cost. So there won't be any measuring rod, and there we can say directly this cost ascertainment is completely, okay, it's a failed one in knowing about the performance efficiency. With this I am closing, and tomorrow, I mean in the next video class, I am going to take into account the elements of cost. What are the various elements of cost that we come across? Until then, have a nice day.